Dr. Greg Keck is a brilliant therapist from Ohio, one of the leading in our country, and he says that moving a child, the term should be changed from moving a child to inducing pain, okay, because that's what we're doing. When a child is moved from one home to another home, it breaks their heart. There's no easy way to do it. There's certainly a better way to do it. The worst way to do it is if you had two little plants here, or a plant with two pots. You take this plant out, stick it in this pot for the weekend, and then put it back over in this pot. The next weekend you rip it out of that pot and put it over here, put it back over there. Would you do that to a plant? Of course not. I mean, it would die. It can't handle the transition. We do it to our children. And what happens is we take the child out of their normal environment where they feel safe, and we say, you know what, this family wants to take a look at you and see if you're good enough for them. Okay, we don't use those words, but that's what the child hears. Then we take them over here to this family who's saying, we need to see if we're good enough for the child. So the family says, oh, how can we serve you? What would you like to do? Where would you like to go? What would you like to eat? How can we entertain you? How can we make you happy? And the child saying, how can I get them to accept me? Oh, they want me to do this? Okay, I'll act like that. Oh, they want me to do like that? I'll act like this. I'll act like that. I want them to accept me. All right? So then the child goes back to where they were, and they're like, oh, that was a lot of work. I hope I was good enough. And the family, when the child leaves, goes, oh, I hope we were good enough. And they're not learning who each other are. So they do that a couple of weekends, and then they put them together. And the child thinks they're bringing in the child that they've seen, and the child thinks they're signing up for the family that they've seen. And it's a disaster. We had one family who came in, flew in, stayed at the Holiday Inn where there's a pool, picked up the child, took him to the pool, bought him whatever he wanted to eat, bought him gifts, did everything he wanted to do. He went back to where he lived. Next weekend, did the same thing, went back to where he lived. Then they said, okay, we'd like to have him come and live with us. We think, adoption's a good idea. So they flew out, picked up the child, flew him home. He got out of the car, walked up to the house and said, where's the big house and the pool I signed up for? He felt betrayed and lied to. When we bring a child in for permanent, to become a permanent part of our family, we don't, what would you like to eat? Where can we take you? What can we buy you? We say, brush your teeth, make your bed, do your homework. And of course we do lots of fun things too, but there's responsibility involved. So the best way to move a child from one family to another is for the mother and father, if possible, or at least the mother, to go and stay where the child is, whether it's an orphanage in China, whether it's a foster home in New Jersey. They go and stay where the child is. If they cannot sleep there because there isn't room or whatever, they can stay till the child goes to bed and then stay in a hotel and come back. But they spend all day for 2 weeks with the child, eating with them or feeding them if they're a little one, holding them, playing with them. They learn what they're afraid of, what they like, what their hobbies are, what their habits are, what time they eat, what doesn't work for them, who their friends are. They learn by collecting some of that soil around their roots. And then when they go home with them, the child isn't going home to a strange place with a stranger. They're going home to a strange place with someone they know, that they have eaten with and laughed with and worked beside. So when they go home, we keep that environment the same. We take the sheets off their bed, their blanket, their pillow. If it's a little one, we take their car seat, all those pieces, so that we don't wash them. We put them right on the bed, same teddy bear, same PJs, same routine, what time they eat, what time their chores are done, what time they brush their teeth. So we keep that routine the same, and then we slowly change it to where it fits into what our normal routine would be for our family. And that transition has been the easiest for the children. But we need to always be aware that there's going to be heartbreak and loss involved in that, and spend the time and the energy to be supportive and hold the child and give them that space to heal.